Once again, we're here with the Legendary Wid while he goes through his collection of things he's encountered, picked up, paid for, bargained for, bartered for throughout the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go see what's going on with Wid right now. Here we go.
Hey everybody, I'm doing great! I'm the Legendary Wid, and I'm here at my storage space. I've been throwing stuff in here for years and years, being a prop comic and a found object artist. And I'm going through it, and I'm inviting you guys to come along, alright? And I thought that great was, I thought that was a serial killer. But right over here, sometimes, I would pick up, that's lying. Right over here, here's Superman on the cover of Life, okay? What a life that is. And on the back, they have Superman cards from Superman Returns. Did you see that one, John?
Yes, with Brendan Routh and Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor.
Oh, did they shave his head?
Yes.
Oh, man. That must have looked spacey. But right over there, I love the movies, John, and I've collected books about the movies for, as long as I can remember. I got addicted to them going to the library as a kid and not being interested in anything but the old movie books. All right, because they had a lot of pictures. Here's a book of movie anecdotes. All right, book of anecdotes, and right over here, one of the first anecdotes that I read was the craze for James Bond film quickly became a merchandising bonanza. All right, so they put out a line of colognes, 007 colognes. I have a bottle of it in here someplace. And in the small print it said, for the ladies, for you ladies, it said, dangerous? Sure, but what a way to go. License to kill. Movie things. And a lot of them don't know that right over there, the new James Bond, we don't know who it's going to be. So we will find out soon. Here's Growing Up in Hollywood, all right? Growing Up in Hollywood. He's a lot of silent pictures. I don't think but he was right over there, Douglas Fairbanks, okay? Douglas Fairbanks, right over here. D.W. Griffith, right over to Mary Pickford. Mary Pickford and Douglas Fairbanks were married. And they had a place called Pick Fair. Okay, beautiful. It was one of the most beautiful houses in Hollywood. Well, after they had sold it, they sold it to P. Isadora. And P. Isadora tore it down and put up a McMansion. Hollywood Children. Oh, this ain't going to end good. This is not going to end good right there. Hollywood Children. A lot of them have problems. And the book here, it doesn't go into the problems. It just goes in. It's sort of a fluffy book right over here. But it shows a lot of them, and you don't even know their names, all right? We know some of them. A big book right over here, Betty and Joan. Okay? Betty Davis, my favorite actress. Okay? And, of course, there she is, Joan Crawford. All right, here they are both in bathing suits. I'm going to have to admit, Joan kept her style to the end. Betty just let it go. Okay, but Betty made so many great movies that how can you compete against that? Joan became the spokeswoman for Pepsi Cola because her husband had passed away, and she took over as a spokeswoman and wanted product placement in all her movies of Pepsi Cola. Oh, I don't have my over here. Here, she was with F. Scott Fitzgerald when he passed away. And
who was the writer?
Sheila Graham. Okay, and the Garden of Allah. Now, the Garden of Allah was like a complex of little cottages where when you first came to Hollywood back in the day, that's where you would go because they had a whole bunch of little cottages and a pool in the middle, and they'd all congregate around there and type around there when they were writing. A lot of writers and a lot of movie stars who were cheating on their spouses would go to the Garden of Allah. And there's great stories. Everybody went there. Robert Benchley, Harpo Marx, all the big superstars were there at the Garden of Allah at one time. That was the entry level. It is now gone, torn down, but they have a little miniature outline of it from the building that was built on it. And John, I know your favorite movie is Dunstan Checks In or whatever, or Checks Out.
That's it.
And right over here, see, he wasn't the first. Dunstan wasn't the first. He follows a long line of apes. All right, and right over here, of course, the descent of apes. Okay, look, the ape girl over there, right here. Remember this? The Incredible Shrinking Man?
Yes.
Okay, and look, he's being chased by a big cat. All right, he's trying to get his paws on him. And there's King Kong, the conception drawing, the King Kong being the ape. Here they are, the airplanes. The airplanes didn't kill King Kong.
Who did?
It was Beauty killed the beast. Okay? And, all right, here's Planet of the Apes. And here's poor Charles Darwin. Look at him. Charles Darwin, who said, of course we're descended from the apes, okay? And they put Charles Darwin's head on a monkey's body. That's not right. But over there, the demon baboon, right over there. Many stories. Look at these two right over there. Okay, they must be European or something with all that hair on there. Well, this is one of my favorites right over here. There's Marlene Dietrich, okay, in Blonde Venus. And she comes out dressed as a monkey and then takes her monkey face off. And there she is, beautiful Marlene Dietrich. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Legendary Wid, going through some of his Hollywood books. He's got a lot more he's going to show you too, and a lot more stuff. A lot of stuff, a lot of stories. That has been the Legendary Wid.